I've been asked to sing, and I'm in the same situation. You know, Cece's going to sing, and we're both looking at each other saying, we don't know how we're going to get through, you know, but we'll stand there and we'll do our best because of our love for Whitney. I absolutely loved her, you know. Everyone adored her talent, and I recognized her talent, but I loved her. And so you find yourself in a place where I'm going to do everything because I know her. She would be saying, all right, my brother, now stand there and do it right, you know, like we did at each other's concert, you know, at each other's, performance. And so we're going to do our best to represent what she meant to us from our heart. Well, it'll be hard.
Listen, you know better than anybody that music is healing. Whitney obviously knew that as well. We learned today that Stevie Wonder will be singing. We learned that Aretha will be singing. And now it's great to hear from you that Cece, you, and I imagine other members of your family will be singing as well. Any sense of what you will sing and what healing songs you'll be choosing to perform?
Well, I'm going to... There was a song I wrote. This is hard, but there's a song I wrote called Don't Cry For Me. And it's a song that Cece sang, and Whitney performed it many times in various countries, and she would call and say, I'm singing Don't Cry For Me. And Cece's going to sing that. She's going to do her best to sing it. And in that lyric, it says, you know, it talks about life. And there's a lyric that says, my death was meant to be. So don't carry guilt and shame. The reason why I came, soon you'll see. Don't cry for me. And it is so right. It's something that Whitney would say. So she's going to sing that. I'm going to sing a song that I actually wrote for my brother that simply says, I'll miss you. I'll miss your smile. I'll miss your wit, your charm, you know. And most of all, most importantly, I'll miss that time that we shared together when there was nothing else to do and there was nowhere else to go.
Wow. And any sense of what other performances are going to be taking place at this point?
Well, I think the Mississippi Mass Choir will be there, and I believe Alicia Keys is going to sing something.
We were talking about Bobby Christina just a moment ago. What words of comfort would you offer her right now?
Well, I'm going to see her probably tonight, and I'm going to hug her. I had a situation when I went through the loss of my brother. I saw a grief counselor, and it was the best thing I ever did. And one of the things she said to me was this. She lived in West Africa for some years, and when someone lost a loved one in the community came together, and all they did, AJ, was sit together. They wouldn't say anything. When the member cried, they cried. When they laughed, they laughed. For some reason, we think in the West that we have to say something. And it's not saying anything. It's just being there. So when it comes to Bobby Christina and everyone else in the Houston family, I'm just going to be there. And when she cries, I'm going to cry with her. And when she laughs, I'm going to laugh with her. I'm just going to be there.
You produced for her on the Bodyguard soundtrack, Yes, Jesus Loves Me. I don't want to take it full, Charles, but if we could just take it in the background, Whitney singing that song. She performed it on Thursday night. She was with Kelly Price at a club in Los Angeles. Obviously, it has to be a very special song for her.
It was a special... She believed more than anything that Jesus loved her. And that love was unconditional. That love covered all the faults and failures and the frailties and those things that mankind have. And so when you know you're loved, even by your parents or anything, you feel like you can do anything, you can accomplish anything. She felt like she could accomplish anything because she was loved by her Creator. And so it was a pleasure to walk with her through the pain, through all the ups and the downs, but reassure her of that love, even in the moments where she felt maybe unloved. We all have felt that one time or another, but she knew that Jesus loved her.